Hi Pisces, welcome to your general love reading. Today is August 2nd, 2019. My channel is called The Fool's Journey Tarot. You can't see her right now, but Carmilla is here. She's hanging out behind me, chewing on my hair thing. So I'm going to get started here in a few minutes. I have pre-shuffled your decks. This is a general love read. If you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, it may resonate for you. Also, it can pertain to romantic love, of course, but anything in between. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I hope more than anything that you get something out of this message, even if it's confirmation. Maybe you're seeking some more information before moving forward with something regarding a relationship or a situation. My intention is that I reach the people who need the message the most. So let's get started and see what happens for Pisces today. And I have done a little pre-reading for you. I rolled the dice to see which sign I'm going to do first, and you came out first. So I'm thinking there might be something good, at least something important coming up for Pisces. In your underlying energy, you have justice. There we go. There's a start if I ever saw one. Justice is on the table. You have the Ten of Swords. There is an ending. The Seven of Cups. Maybe some confusion surrounding this ending. Maybe some questions unanswered. Maybe some options on how to move forward. And you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands can refer to carrying burdens, working too hard, carrying an extra load within a relationship, feeling the need to release some tension, some responsibility. Justice, of course, is just that, justice. So there's something happening that needs to happen, that is meant to be, that is in the stars. Based on what I see here, it has something to do with an ending. Again, this could be pertaining to a relationship, a situation, maybe a job. Let's see what else comes up for Pisces. Carmilla's bugging me because she's chewing on my hair. So if I'm going like this, it's because she's yanking on my hair thing behind me. I haven't been taking her out for readings because she's been naughty and she distracts me, but I'm giving her another chance today, so we'll see how she does. If she continues with the fuckery, she's gonna have to go back into her cage. All right, paired with Justice, you have the Eight of Earth in the reverse. This card indicates that someone has not reached full potential or has maybe extended themselves too far, too much. Paired with the Ten of Swords, you have the Nine of Water. This card is about abundance. Paired with the Seven of Cups, you have Ostara, which is the Temperance card. This is about balance. And paired with the Ten of Wands, you have Litha, which is the Sun card. Right off the bat, and I'm not receiving a super clear message just yet, but right off the bat what I'm getting is there may be some imbalance within a relationship or a situation where one person either was giving too much or taking too much, and there was an inability to achieve balance within the situation or this relationship. In order to gain clarity and some end goal of happiness, this burden needs to be released or let go. This may have to do with, like I said, letting go of a relationship or letting go of responsibility within a relationship or a situation. Let's see what else we get, because right now that's all I have. Clarifying the Justice card, Pisces, you have the High Priestess in reverse. Clarifying the Eight of Earth, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy. This Queen in the reverse indicates there's imbalance within a relationship because someone's been giving too much. This Queen of Pentacles, like I suggested before, I have a feeling someone is carrying the burden or the load within a relationship or a situation. There's the Two of Cups, clarifying the Nine of Water. You have Temperance on the table twice already, and the Eight of Pentacles came out again in the reverse as well. This card in this deck indicates that there's been some failures, or somebody is wanting to give up on trying to achieve some balance. The Ten of Swords is clarified by Temperance in this deck as well. I mean, not as well, but Temperance is here again. And it's right here. Ten of Wands is clarified by the Three of Cups in the reverse. And then we have the Four of Swords. All right, let's see what we got here. Someone might be seeking some new opportunities, seeing what else there is out there, because something is feeling, like I said, imbalanced or wanting to release a load. Now we do have the potential for a third party on the table, but I'm not going to assume that definitively just yet. However, there is a burden with the Three of Cups in the reverse, clarifying it. And this card in particular in this deck, the actual meaning in the book is too many cooks in the kitchen. So you may need to release the burden of somebody within your life or in a relationship that is not pulling their weight, that is not living to their full potential, that would result in balance within a relationship. I think that you Pisces might be feeling impatient regarding the situation, feeling like you want to move on from feeling like you are the responsible party within this relationship or the situation. You want to end this burden of always trying to achieve balance or always being the one trying to fix things in order to make things work, in order to make it feel like it's a Nine of Cups or Nine of Water situation where there's abundance, happiness, joy within this relationship. These two cards together would indicate something quite positive, where this relationship is very fulfilling, that both parties are getting what they need out of it. However, with the other cards that are on the table right now, I only feel like that's the case because Pisces is taking care of business on their end. Right now, that's what I see. And Pisces, I think you're considering other options. I think you're considering, do I want to stay in this situation or in this relationship where I am the one pulling all the weight? I'm carrying the load of responsibility for making sure happiness is abundant. And you might be going into a state of rest or a period taking a break so that you can figure out what your happiness might be, or shedding some light on the situation so you can move toward that. Let's see what else comes up for Pisces. Camilla, can you come out here? Ouch. She's going to end up losing her chance to hang out while I do readings because she is just not being the bird that I want her to be right now. She's messing around behind my head. You can't tell. So right now, all she's doing is creating distractions for me. So I might be jerking around or putting my head forward or backward. And you're sitting there watching me thinking, what the hell is that lady doing? She's got all these weird tics. In reality, I have a bird on my back. There she is, making her appearance. I love her and I like to give her attention, but she's a pain in my ass, if I'm being honest. I feel like you've worked really hard, Pisces, within this relationship. And right now I'm sticking with the idea that it's a relationship, only because we have the Two of Cups out here. I'm not feeling a work situation right now, although it could be. I mean, you do have the Eight of Pentacles here, but in this case, I think it indicates that there is a lack of equality within a relationship, or someone, and that's you, it feels like, is working too hard within this relationship to maintain it, to maintain the happiness. You're still in it. I don't see an ending to the relationship. I just see potential thoughts about the imbalance. I think that if you felt there was a potential for this situation to balance out, that you would definitely consider staying if you are in fact considering leaving. And I only say you're considering leaving because you have this Ten of Wands, which would indicate you want to release this load. So we have the Six of Swords, clarifying justice. So right now you're stuck. You want to move forward, but you can't. You have the Ten of Pentacles, clarifying the Eight of Earth. So this might be a family situation. It might be a marriage. Clarifying the High Priestess, you have the Knight of Wands. I think you're trying to keep yourself from overreacting. You're trying to block yourself from being overly emotional or getting angry about the situation. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, we have Temperance again. So this is the third time we've seen Temperance. All in the upright. It's you. You're trying to maintain this balance. You're really struggling. You're really struggling to do this. And it's resting solely, like I said, if not a large part due to what you have done within the relationship, it might be solely resting on your shoulders to maintain this level of balance within this relationship or situation. I keep saying situation because I haven't seen anybody's energy on the table yet. Anybody else's energy. You have the Empress in reverse. And the Seven of Swords. I don't feel that you have... There's the Eight of Pentacles again. Third time for Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I think you're starting to think, you know, if you were talking to your person, you know, I can go anywhere for this kind of imbalance. I can go anywhere and support a relationship with somebody else. I don't have to stick around here. I feel like you've been keeping this quiet. I don't know that you've been talking about this feeling of imbalance. Okay, the Queen of Wands just came out in the reverse, and she was in your pre-reading. I'm going to show you that in a minute. You're definitely stuck. You haven't released any burdens yet, but you're at your wit's end right now. If you had balance, I think you feel that there would be true happiness within this partnership, and whatever this imbalance is, if you could release that and maintain this relationship, I think that you would definitely be happy. It might be an imbalance of love. You may be coming to terms with the fact that you think that you may be feeling that there is a lack of control or an inability to achieve this happiness within this relationship. And you're starting to feel that you might be ready to give up, seeking clarity, happiness, equality within this relationship, and that, you know, you've been trying, you've been working hard, you have the tools, but you don't have the cooperation, and so you've been going inward. The one factor that seems to be missing is an effort on this other person's part. I don't know that this is a romantic relationship now that I'm looking at this. I'm thinking it could be a family member, siblings. I say that because we have the Ten of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups is shown up here with the Two of Cups. So I think I mentioned this before, that there may be a sense of inequality with how much emotion is being shown within this relationship, or the emotional support within the relationship. This Queen of Cups character is someone who is loving, has love to give, but keeps it to herself, doesn't show it readily, or doesn't offer her cup, sits in waiting more than she does taking action in pursuing love, or offering or giving love. And I don't feel like there's been a lot of talking about this. I feel like there's some selfish energy that you want to end. If this Empress is showing me that you're seeking to end this feeling that the person you're involved with is acting selfishly. They're not acting responsible within the relationship, or taking any responsibility in making this work, keeping it going. And right now, again, I think you feel you could have your ultimate Ten of Cups, your happiness, your joy, your bliss within this relationship, but right now you haven't achieved that balance that would ultimately result in satisfaction and happiness within the relationship. I don't feel like there's been a lot of talking. There may have been some deceit in this relationship. You do have the Ten of Swords, but I'm getting more that this might be a withholding of information, or withholding of feelings. So withholding information can be like deceit, because if you're keeping something from somebody, especially if it's information regarding emotions and feelings, it's not necessarily considered an outright lie, right? But there's deceit because you're keeping it to yourself. You're not talking about it. You're feeling some emotions or lack of emotion and not revealing that. So there's been a failure of balance within this relationship. And the Queen of Wands, I believe, is your person's energy. Again, I have a feeling this is within a family dynamic. I don't feel that this is romantic. But your Queen of Wands character, the person you're dealing with, has failed to achieve balance within this relationship. They have failed at temperance. Queen of Wands can be somebody who is a go-getter, is ambitious, is fun to be around, is well-liked, is socially active, probably has a lot of friends, can be very good-looking. But in the reverse, this person can be overly demanding, selfish, vengeful, sometimes jealous. There is a possibility that this person almost looks at you as if you are their property, and that they have a right to your love, and that when others get involved, or you maybe strike up a friendship or a relationship, romantic or otherwise, with somebody else, that causes problems within this dynamic with this person, that they feel neglected maybe, or that you have stopped providing the usual love and care that you normally do because now you're giving your attention elsewhere. You're considering kicking them to the curb, Pisces. And I say that because I think that you realize, I said this before at the beginning, that you have all kinds of options at your fingertips where you could seek all kinds of relationships that would result in you working harder to make things work. There's all kinds of people out there who are looking for someone to provide for them, someone to carry the load romantically, financially, for security. There's all kinds of those people out there. They're a dime a dozen, right? But you have this opportunity to say, you know what? I'm either walking away from this, or I'm going to kick this person to the curb because I'm done being the one who's the provider, who is the one who maintains the stability within the relationship, the one who shows the emotions, the one who provides, if it's financial, provides, money for the bills. I think you've blocked yourself from responding emotionally or getting angry with this person. Maybe this is a younger sibling, for example, and you feel like they could be a little immature or just not experienced enough to know, and you've been blocking yourself from reacting poorly because you know, A, that it's not in your nature to do that, but B, if you did, what good would that do, right? Is it going to fix the problem? No, it would make it worse. So I feel like you've blocked yourself from expressing emotions or concerns regarding this imbalance in this relationship. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's a family dynamic, and that could mean that it is indeed a marriage, romantic relationship, but it is within a family dynamic, and this is a long-standing relationship. This is someone you could have a home with. I'm looking to see how many pages I have on here. I only have one. I mean, this could be, like I said, this could be a marriage. You could have children with this person. I'm just not necessarily feeling that that kind of relationship on the table. but for some of you it could be. This is a general reading, so you know, things are going to be different for everybody. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to pull my last two rounds of cards here and see what other details we can come up for you. Based on what I'm seeing on the table right now, no action has taken. Either to rectify the situation or to end it or to, like I said, express yourself or your concerns within this relationship. I don't think that you've done that. In fact, I think you're keeping yourself from doing that. And I think this person is clueless. You might be at the point where you are waiting, you're in waiting, trying to see if maybe they'll come forward or if they'll sense this imbalance, or maybe even sense your unhappiness. Maybe they'll say, gosh, Pisces just doesn't seem to be himself or herself lately, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need to step up to the plate, and instead of just sitting here with my cup receiving all of the love, maybe I need to step up to the plate and give a little bit too. But if I'm being honest, Pisces, I don't see that your person is anywhere near that. This might be just the nature of this individual, this is who they are. And I think you might be coming to terms with that. There's a sense that you have an understanding that, yes, maybe this is a family member and someone that you've had a long-standing relationship, but this person, and you do love them. You do have love for them in some sense, obviously, but there is also a sense of this imbalance is going to be everlasting, because this is just who they are. This is how they behave within a relationship, whether it's a family dynamic, even romantic. Maybe you've watched them go through relationships in the past where they've acted the same way, maybe even lost some relationships due to their behavior or their stance within relationships. Clarifying the Justice card, you have the Four of Air. So this is Spirit agreeing with you that you have interpreted the situation correctly, but you're also behaving correctly in right now keeping yourself from expressing these emotions, at least in a negative or angry manner, because I think we all know that negative emotions don't generally get us anywhere, except probably for expressing your displeasure within a relationship. So you would get the point across, but I have a feeling this person, at least inside, already knows what's going on. Mother of Air is clarifying the Ten of Swords. This would indicate there's no communication right now. In fact, you might even be building walls. You might be trying to avoid this altogether. Maybe you're just staying away from them, keeping your distance. That could even be one of your tactics to try to repair or mend the situation, is that you're staying away from them and seeing if a little bit of time away will help you either come to terms with what's going on within the relationship, or a way of seeking some clarity on how to move forward with it. Elemental of Earth is clarifying your Seven of Cups. I think that you feel if you walked away from this situation, you would find peace. That's what this card tells me. Peace after some time with healing. I mean, this could just mean that you're walking away, not breaking up or leaving this person for the rest of your life, but just getting away, giving yourself some distance between them and you. And the Maiden of Fire in the reverse. You're no longer inspired to keep this going. You don't necessarily feel that this is worth the burden. This is clarifying the Ten of Wands. That it's not feeling like it's worth the effort. It's not feeling like something you want to put your energy into. Because frankly, Pisces, I don't think you're getting anything out of this relationship. I really don't see anything here that tells me that you are seeing any benefit to sticking around. Again, I don't necessarily feel like this is you saying, I'm out of here, and slamming the door and never coming back into their lives. I don't necessarily see that that's where you're headed. It could be. I'm not saying that it's not. But it just might be a wake-up call for this person if you just decided, you know, I'm just going to take a break for a while, and then give them an opportunity to feel what it's like not to have your energy in their lives, not to have your support, your love, your security. You might be a security blanket for them. Clarifying, this card wanted to pop. Oh my gosh. Okay, Judgment. Judgment, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, your energy, Temperance. So you're in the process of making a decision that's very clear. You're in the process of making an important decision, one that's going to affect this relationship in your life in the long term. King of Pentacles. This is interesting. Okay, I need to wait on that. There might be a little piece of information that's coming out that is new. Page of Pentacles. I think you want to let this person know how you feel. I think ultimately you would like to tell them what's going on in your head and how you feel you may want to move forward. And then the Ace of Pentacles. You may be seeking a new beginning on your own. This can indicate a selfish new beginning, a greedy new beginning, keeping things to yourself for the benefit of yourself. But in this case, it might be your last option, the one option that you've been waiting on, because you know that ultimately it would result in you seeking that balance on your own. There might be somebody else within this dynamic right now. I'm looking at this thinking, it's King of Pentacles. Okay, so he's clarifying Nine of Water, Two of Cups, and Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. If this is a family dynamic, this person might also be in the mix, or a family member could be a father figure. King of Pentacles is known as the father figure, the patriarch. This could be a sibling situation where you're looking at walking away. You have been a little covert with your thoughts and your ideas and your emotions right now, and even keeping it from this person as well. This could be the person who is that third party dynamic. It is okay. I'm just going to throw this out there. This is just one of those random things that came into my head, and it could be specific to like one or two people watching. So I'll just put this out there. This could be a family member, a father figure, like I said, someone who gives this other person you're dealing with more attention, more support, because this person that you've been dealing with is the one who sits and waiting for the love. They are loving and they may act loving, but they're the one who sits and waiting for the love, and they receive it from this person, and maybe you're not getting the same attention. Maybe you are siblings with this person and this is a father, but this person, because this person is so needy, is so demanding, Queen of Wands in the reverse, that this person gives them more support, financially perhaps, more attention, because they feel that this person needs it more, and so because you're so solid, because you're so balanced, because you've got your shit together and you can take care of business, you don't necessarily receive the attention of this person, even though they are also important to you. That was an interesting little last piece of information. You know, this card coming out at the very end, this king coming out at the very end, indicates to me that this person is not necessarily the reason behind the decisions you might be making, Pisces, but this person is a piece of the pie, is certainly part of it. Okay, Pisces, I just noticed the time as I was talking to you that last bit there. It is 35 minutes in. I think we've gotten a fair amount of information in this reading, and I certainly hope that it helped you in regards to a decision you might be making. And I hope to see you next time, Pisces. Take care. Bye.